So continuing with our £300 computer build with products from Realtek, we're moving to the motherboard. This is the Gigabyte F2A88XM-D3HP. It's an AMD enhanced motherboard that takes the FM2 socket set. It's ultra durable, and as you can see there it says socket FM2. It's got USB Type-C and USB 3.1 on board as well. It's compatible with AMD A series and AMD A88X. So while supporting these chipsets, it also supports the integrated graphics that our processor has built in. And of course, Gigabyte is a brand name that we all know well. Tried and tested, they've got many years of experience, so this thing should be pretty much on the nose. Spec-wise, it's the chipset AMD A88X. It supports memory 4x3 DDR3 DIMMs with dual PC3 DDR3 2400 with a maximum of 64 gigabytes. A bunch of different PCI Express slots, a 7.1 Realtek audio system, and some specifications on the side, so we don't need to go any further. USB 3.0, on-off charge technology, dual BIOS design, and solid capacitor design. And for convenience, these specifications also come in a variety of different languages in case you happen to speak them. Okay, so flipping the box around on the back, we've got more of the specifications detailed for us to look into. There's USB 3.1, which is up to 10 gigabytes per second. It's 2 times faster than USB 3.0, which is up to 5 gigabytes per second. They've done the maths for you there. Aren't they just the best? On this side, we have the USB Type-C, which is good for charging and connecting to your camera, tablet, slightly smaller tablet, maybe that's a phone, external hard drives, and a battery, like a portable battery pack. Can charge that very fast indeed. We have the high quality onboard audio design, high temperature protection, and high ESD Ethernet USB port protection, and humidity protection. Toward the bottom of the box, we also have a little table outlining more specific specifications. We have the AMD FM2A series processors, which is on the compatibility list, and supporting the chipset architecture of the A88X. Graphics interface is one PCI Express 3.0, and then also supports 2.0 in a 16-slot affair. It's got a HDMI dual link DVI and a D-sub connector on the back for your screen. It's got 2-channel DDR3, 4 DDR3 DIMM slots. It's got some expansion slots as well. We have 8 SATA 3 connections as well, very handy. It runs SATA RAID of 0, 1, 5 and 10. A wealth of USBs. There's 2 USB 3.1s, 4 USB 3.0s and 8 USB 2.0s. One of those USB 3.1s must be held over for the Type-C connection on the back. And of course that 8-channel audio adapter plus Gigabit LAN, and takes an ATX power supply. So let's have a quick look, get digging in and see what there is inside the box. Very simple packaging this, you just get to pull it open and there's your stuff. So we have a poster straight off for World of Warships, a free-to-play online game for those who are interested. We have a SATA cable for connecting up the SATA drive. We have another SATA cable for connecting up another SATA drive. A sticker for you to wear into school for World of Warships. The Gigabyte documentation, multilingual installation guide, very riveting stuff, and a color guide here alongside a CD with drivers and gunk on it. Ultra durable, it brags on the CD as well, but everything you need to get this running, and a booklet just to outline everything that is on the board. There's the specification. I found it difficult to find this online, so we would know the entire layout of the board, but there it is if you want to freeze frame it and have a quick look. And then there's a addendum there in various different languages. Now the backing plate, one of the most important things to remember to fit before you put the motherboard in. I have done that before, because you have to take it all out to put it back in again. And then the actual motherboard itself in an anti-static bag. And after we zip through this bit, we'll have a quick look and see what ports we can see on the front. So there is the main power connector for our 4 DDR3 DIMM slots colored there, so we can pair our DIMMs together. Over this side here, we've got a nice array of SATA ports here. There's 8 of them. And then up top, of course, we have the connections for the case and bits and pieces for our fan and front array of lights and reset buttons and that sort of thing. There's a couple of USBs on the front of the case. They'll connect in here. Here is our 12-volt ATX connector over this side that we saw in the case. And this is the seat for the processor itself. Just sits securely in here. There's a little latch here for locking it in place. And we secure the heatsink on top using these brackets either side. And it all just clicks into place quite nicely. And the power connector that goes onto the heatsink and fan can hook into one of these. There should be a few system fan connectors around the board. There's one right beside it there. Actually, we should be using. That's probably a better place to locate it. But yeah, that seems to be pretty much everything we're going to be using on this motherboard. It's pretty to the point, very compact, very neatly laid out. Plenty of space for everything. So around the back are ports that we have accessible to us. There's USBs up here, then there's the PS2 connector here for keyboard and mouse, blue and green now. DVI and VGA connector there. That's our USB-C. And USB 3.1 Type A port in red above it. We have an HDMI below it, and then 2 USB 3.0s here, our Ethernet plus a couple of USBs, and our audio array with blue, green and pink. So of course the motherboard has a ton more features that I'm not quite going into in this unboxing video, but that's because we don't really need to use them just yet. You can explore those if you're interested in doing that yourself. Otherwise, it seems to be a fairly decent motherboard that costs nearly £53.99p. A bargain if you ask me, given the level of technology that's actually in here and the expandability that you have. There are a few options that you can take if you want to push this computer a little more than we are here, but that's obviously going to take you over the £300 budget. So thanks very much to Realtek for the hardware here, and we'll carry on into the next video by having a look at the memory that we're going to plug into this beastie. Okay, thanks for watching. Take care now.